Hello everybody and welcome back to Dynamo Media Punk. So we're going back to the future with Back to the Future the game. Last we left off, we finally found the doc in jail, not surprised, and now we're going to locate young Dr. Brown in the 30s if I remember correctly. So let's get right back to it. Continue. I love that it does that. I think that's neat. Saturday, June 13th, 1931. Alright, so we got our mission. Just double checking everything. Yep. We have... I double check. Yeah, we have the phone number. Klondike. Always funny. Now we'll go to the soup kitchen. Because that's where there was a telephone. I don't think it's a real soup kitchen. But, oh. So we already had what we know is here. There you go.
Brown residence.
Okay.
Hi. Do you know where I could find Emmett Brown?
Young Master Brown is
Young Master Brown.
Clerking duties at the courthouse.
Oh my god.
I
Okay.
think he's calling.
This is...
The courthouse. Doc never told me he worked at the courthouse.
So the butler, I'm presuming, said whom, yet the text said who. The English writer in me is like, bad grammar, bad grammar. Alright. To the courthouse. We'll cut through the park, because why not? I really wonder why that's all scratched out. It says Bank of Italy, but no, it's not. Is it a front? Do people hate Italians in that way? Not that way. Are you gonna do anything useful, Einstein? No, you're just gonna sit.
Hey, how you doing, Einie?
I guess there was no array of dog catchers. Eastern Auto Sales. Oh god.
Don't touch those. These are very sensitive legal documents. Nobody is supposed to handle them but sworn officers of the court.
Oh my goodness.
I mean, Judge Brown says so.
Judge Brown. Okay.
Judge Brown? Doc. Nice to meet you.
He's not a doctor
I'm
yet.
Michael,
Coleon.
Emmett Brown. But I'm
Oh
a
my
law
goodness.
clerk, not a doctor. Now please get out of my way. I have important business to transact.
Good estimation of his voice. Of course, he'd look like a complete dork of the time.
H to the A multiplied by the inverse of A might both be equal to A's expectation value, but only if the coefficient of friction remains constant and the gravitational constant is variable. Wait, is that even possible?
What? Sorry, I'm just listening. Apparently there's no dialogue for just like background talking. Emmett.
Listen, Emmett, you don't know me, but I'm your friend.
I'm not big on friends. They get in the way of work.
Look at that haircut. What are you doing? That's important for you to do. When will you be finished? I hear you're working on a rocket drone. Let's go with that one.
Listen, I understand you're working on a new invention in your lab.
Invention? You must have me mixed up with somebody else. I'm in law. I have absolutely no interest in science.
Right, yet you were just mumbling about equations and everything. Ooh. Gail, Zemeckis, and Fine. Did Robert Zemeckis direct these movies? I'm really not good on
Come on,
Hollywood
wait up a
history.
minute.
Oh, I didn't even have to go in.
Again? Can't you see I'm busy?
Come on, tell me about your rocket, Joe.
Okay, so you don't want your old man to know. That's fine. Listen, we all keep secrets. But I'm telling you, you can level with me
Hill
about the
Valley,
science
nice place
project
to
of
live.
yours.
I am not a scientist. Go ahead, ask me what E equals.
What does E equal?
I have absolutely no idea. See?
But you
I
knew
don't know where
about
you
what
got your information from
equals.
about me, mister, but you're wrong, wrong, wrong.
I'm with you.
But only if the coefficient of friction remains constant
Dude,
and the
you're
gravitational
sputtering
constant
under your
variable.
breath.
Wait, how do you-
Sciences.
Now if H stands for
Will you just give me a chance?
harassment's a federal crime, Mr. Corleone.
I know this is probably the wrong way,
Come
but
on, you can trust me, Doc. Emmett, it's your future I'm looking out for. In more ways than one.
it's
What
probably the
are
wrong
you
line of
talking
direction.
about?
I'm talking about you and science.
Oh, that word again! If you insinuate I'm a scientist once more, I'll sue you for defamation of character.
Okay, I don't know. I just feel like pursuing the science thing
Will
would
you
have been.
just give me a chance?
Harassment's a federal crime, Mr. Corleone.
Come on, Doc. Emmett, drop the Legal Eagle Act. I got something more
Legal
important for
Eagle.
you to do.
Mr. Corleone, I'll have you know that the law is the very mortar that holds society together, and we in the legal profession are like brick masons building the edifice of the future.
Your dad tell you that?
Every morning.
You're not, but let's try this.
See, I'm sort of in the science business myself. That's why I sought you out.
Not that I care in the least, because science is the
Of
furthest
course.
thing from my own area of interest, which is law, but I don't believe you.
Do I have to
Sure,
show him
I'm a
the
scientist.
notebook?
So tell me something, Mr. Scientist, from your vast storehouse of scientific knowledge.
Because you know nerds always like to challenge other
The
nerds.
leg bone's connected to the thigh bone?
Amazing.
What's this important business you're up to?
It's a legal matter, very complicated, very abstruse. I need to obtain 5 sets of initials on every copy of this writ of indemnification before before Judge Brown can even think of granting a waiver to the party in the first part.
So a bunch of
You have
generic
no
mumbo
idea what it's
jumbo.
about, do you?
That's
Yeah.
how important it is.
I'm gonna go
Em,
with.
about
Don't
your...
say it.
Inventory. Can I show him? Use item.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Well, he'll come out again. I'm sure of it. Because it's going back and forth. Because there was no way to move documents other than person.
Will you just give me a chance?
Harassment's a federal crime, Mr. Corleone.
Ah, it didn't work.
So, Emmett, what time are you through with work?
Depends.
Never.
On weeknights, Pop sometimes keeps me in the office till 9.
9 at night. But today's Saturday.
Right. So I probably won't get off before 10.
How about cleaning early?
How about you knock off work early and I'll buy you a beer or soda? What do you say?
Don't try to tempt me from my duty with sugary beverages. Keeping the wheels of justice turning, that's my one passion in life. Besides, if I
Is
left
Marty
before
even
8,
old
my
enough
Pop
for
would
beer?
kill me.
Let's go with
Sounds
this
like you're a
route.
little scared of your father.
So you're a little scared. Sorry, I have not
My
been
father,
reading the
Pop is
choices.
the most
I
learned,
forgot.
just,
I'll
incorruptible judge that Hill Valley
I'll
has
do
ever
that next
seen.
time.
The only people scared of Judge Brown are people with a dark secret to hide. And I don't have a dark secret to hide.
Can I not say you sound a little scared or so about your rocket drill? Can I just like X out of the conversation? Ooh, not that. I'm trying to game.
Sounds like you're a little scared of your father.
Scared of my father? Pop is the most learned, just,
Oops.
incorruptible judge that Hill Valley
I'm
has
trying to
ever
see if I can
seen.
skip the
The
same
only people
dialogue, but
scared of
apparently
Judge
not.
Brown are people with a dark secret to hide. And I don't have a
Maybe
dark
I'm supposed to
secret
segue
hide.
into the other one about your rocket drill, so I'm gonna go with that.
Emmett, about
Don't
your...
say it. Here. Or do we
Can't
take
say-
H stand for Hermitian line operator? But in that case, H to the A multiplied by the
Screen
inverse
we
of A.
Doc's
can't.
notebook doesn't belong to him. Okay, actually, it does belong to him.
Yeah.
But not yet. In any event, it's probably a really bad idea to give him a
Oh,
book full of
true.
all the things he
I
hasn't
didn't want to
invented
give
yet.
it to him. I wanted to show off. Oh, yeah. Not that, obviously. That's all I have. Wonder, can I go into the courthouse?
I don't need to go in there anymore.
Ugh, okay. When I catch him coming back? Or what? Can you do something, Heidi?
Hey, how you doing, Einie?
Nope, you just sit there and look pretty, apparently. Can we take that, Brown?
Might well be equal to A's expectation value.
Will you just give me a chance?
Harassment's a federal crime, Mr. Corleone.
Damn it. About
Don't
your...
say it. The one-dimensional harmonic oscillator. Then naturally. Don't think.
Oh,
of
this I
anything.
can do.
H to the A multiplied by the inverse of A. H to the A multiplied by the inverse of A.
Oh, he was recording and not showing them the played stuff. Okay. What the heck? Why do I need to do that?
Gonna be the inverse.
Oh, wait until he comes back. Maybe not. Maybe I just repeat whatever he says to prove that he's a scientist. Come on, come out. These hints are very hinty, but I guess it's just to remind you of your
Will you
objective.
just give me a chance?
Harassment's a federal crime, Mr. Corleone.
Oh, I think I know what.
About
Don't
your...
say
I
it.
think I know what to do now. Sorry for all of this boring back and forth, but it's not. He's obviously thinking about his rocket drill and is confused about a part. So we're gonna go to old Dr. Brown, if this will let me. This way. And get the answer. Let's see if I can do it this way. Nope. Use item to the jail window.
So, Doc, does this ring a bell?
Oh, think, Emmett, think. H to the A multiplied by the inverse of A. H to the A multiplied by the inverse of A.
Good grief! Is that me?
Yes.
I sound so...
Young?
I was gonna say intense. I forgot how wound up I used to get.
Used to get.
Yeah, but what are you muttering about?
Oh, that's easy. It's Ivanov's conundrum. Just tell my younger self that H equals a Hamiltonian operator.
Won't giving him the answer mess up the time stream?
Only if it turns out that reality is actually nothing more than a holographic illusion created by the interplay of subatomic particles on a vast two-dimensional membrane.
So...
It'll be fine.
I didn't understand any of that. I wonder if that's a way some critics had talked about after the movies, like how the time traveling is screwing everything up. Okay, going back up there. Why is moving so hard? Because it's an old game and I'm playing this with the keyboard. Though I don't know if you could play this with a count.
Will you just give me a chance?
Harassment's a federal crime, Mr. Corleone.
There you go.
The
Yay!
H
Finally,
equals the
some
Hamiltonian
headspace.
operator.
What did you just say?
I said maybe H equals the...
Hamiltonian operator.
Yeah.
Great Scott! If H is a Hamiltonian, then H to the A multiplied by the inverse of H can only be the same as the expectation value for A.
I don't understand any of that.
That's Ivanov's conundrum, the problem I've been wrestling with in my head all week.
So you're not a
Sure, you would have
scientist.
figured it out by yourself in a day or two. The way you figured out how to build that rocket-powered drill.
Where did you learn so much about science?
I'm for the planet Vulcan. I heard a lot of Jews for.
Well, it's like this.
You know about my rocket power drill? Then there can only be one explanation.
What?
You're from the patent office. I
Yes,
confess I didn't
yes, I'm
quite
from the
know what
patent
to expect
office.
when I sent the paperwork, but I never expected this. Welcome! I'm at your service. What can I do for you?
I need your rocket drill. I really need your rocket drill. I really, really need your rocket drill. I'm gonna go with that
Can I
one.
see your rocket-powered drill?
Of course, of course. Naturally, it's just
I
a
wonder
scale
if it
model,
would be
but
the
it's nearly
same.
operational. I can show it to you, say, first thing in the morning.
I need it tonight.
Nah, that's no good. I need to see a full-size model. That's fully operational. Tonight. Otherwise, we'll have to award the patent to a competing inventor.
Dr.
Dr.
McCoy.
McCoy.
Dr.
Done! I mean, it might be possible to construct a full-size working model in that time frame, but I haven't got the main ingredient for the fuel.
I'll
Alcohol.
get it for you. What is it?
190 proof grain alcohol. And you know how difficult it is to get a hold of alcohol these days.
Especially
Dr.
now that someone's
McCoy.
blown up the speakeasy.
And besides, there's no way I can get off work until I've delivered this subpoena. It's part of the investigation into the business affairs of Kid Tannen. Is it vitally important you see that rocket-powered drill today?
Yes. Is it vitally important you deliver that subpoena today?
Yes!
Listen, I'll help you deliver it, and I'll see to it you get the alcohol you need. It'll help you get that drill finished by tonight. Deal?
Deal. Here's the subpoena.
So you just been walking around doing it?
I've got to subpoena my grandpa?
Yep.
It's Kid Tannen.
Hey, I just saw him at the soup kitchen, yelling at Arthur McFly.
I'm not surprised. Arthur does the books for his business.
What kind of business?
That's what the DA is trying to find out.
Let's go talk to him.
No!
Why not? Kid Tannen can tell us where Arthur's hiding.
Yeah, well, he can also have us fitted for a Chicago overcoat.
I don't know that phrase. Is that like chains and dumped into the water? Or is that just means a body bag? Oh, you showed up out of nowhere.
Hey, Miss Strickland.
Oh, hello, Mr. Corleone. Try not to draw any undue attention my way. I'm on the trail of a hot new scoop, as we in the newspaper business say.
Sure. I think that'll piss her off, so I'll go with what's the scoop. So she's nice right now.
I've heard rumors that something shady is going on at the Sisters of Mercy soup kitchen. It's under new management, you know. And oh, we mustn't jump to any conclusions. Not till the facts are in. I hope to heaven it is just a rumor. That soup kitchen is the front line in the good fight.
Wonder
If it
what
goes
happened
bad,
to her.
What will happen to the Stay Sober Society? Not to mention all the charitable institutions that depend on me for soup deliveries.
You make
Hey,
soup.
Cops, soup
Sorry,
deliveries?
sorry. I keep
It's one of my
forgetting.
many small contributions to the good cause. Healthy bodies,
I'm
healthy
rusty.
souls, or so one hopes. I pick up barrels of hot soup at the kitchen, and I deliver them hither and thither. Hill Valley Orphanage, the St. Francis Xavier Ranch for Unwanted Children, Foggy Mountain Home for the Incurably Insane,
Oh my
Shady Acres
god.
Rest Home. Oh, I can barely keep track of them all. It's a very big job.
Sure it is. So what about the other story? I can help deliver soup. What's the Stay Sober Society? I'm sorry about Einstein. Think that would. I'm sorry about Einstein would really piss her off. So I'm curious about these other things, even though I'm pretty sure that deliver soup is what I need.
What's the Stay Sober Society?
You haven't heard of the SSS? They do the most marvelous work, taking hopeless,
Can't remember
drunken
if I
bums
asked this
and
when we
turning
first
them
met
into
her.
former hopeless, drunken
Former.
bums. I'm one of the founding members. And not to say that I was ever, well, you know. Anyway, we've always met in the cellar of the Sisters of Mercy soup kitchen, but for some reason the new managers don't want us down there, so we're stuck. We've got nowhere to meet.
I know where the Stay Sober Society can meet. I do?
I know
Okay.
a place where the Stay Sober Society can meet.
Oh? Where?
In the park. That makes sense.
You can meet in the park.
No, that's no good. Too many of the members sleep in the park.
Alright, I don't think I actually know that one, so what about the other
Did
story?
you finish the story you interviewed me for? About Carl Sagan?
Yes, but those pig-headed editors at the paper rejected it. They said my story was slanted, and that I was glorifying a suspected arsonist. As if their stories aren't always glorifying the criminal vermin that run this town. This whole thing makes me so mad I could spit. Though of course I never would. There's an ordinance against it, and it's so unhappy.
Alright, let's see.
Yeah, I can help you deliver soup. I donate a lot of time to charities.
Oh? Which ones?
The, Mario Brothers.
Ah, yes. The Italians do so many good works.
if you'll just fix
Right.
it so I can pick up the barrels of soup.
Now hold your horses, let's not get overeager. I drive the soup cycle in this town, and I'm not about to turn it over to an upstart. But if you're well connected with the local charitable institutions,
Yeah?
you can let me know when they're running low on soup.
Boo. I know a
As a matter of
charity
fact,
that needs
I
a
do
soup
know a local
delivery.
charity that's running low on soup.
Oh, who?
Ooh. State Sober Society, the orphanage, the farm for unwanted children, the rest home, the asylum, never mind. Shoot. The farm for unwanted children, that's so fucked up. Effed up, whatever. I'm gonna say the asylum.
The insane asylum.
Those inmates are crazy for soup.
She looked both ways.
All right, Edna, just think of all those poor unfortunates and hold your nose.
So, I don't know why I
Mr.
did that.
Donnelly!
Do I need a bike? Oh. Okay. Ugh. Let me just check something real quick. Do, 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 do. Always, I'm gonna talk to Doc. Maybe he knows. Maybe he remembers. I hate this. No, this way. This is really annoying. Music is so dramatic. Alright.
Psst, Doc.
Morty, how goes the escape plan?
Need booze.
Your younger self needs 190 proof booze to fuel his rocket drill.
Oh, that could be a problem.
I know, we're both underage.
Underage, nothing. It's 1931 and alcohol's been outlawed throughout the country. Are you sure you're about to graduate from high school?
I'm kidding,
No.
Doc. It was a joke.
A joke? If I live to be 100, and I almost have,
I'm not
I'll
surprised
never
you're not
understand the
100.
teenage compunction to make a joke out of everything.
About Kid Tannen, about Edna Strickland. I found your
I
notebook.
know this really isn't the right time or
Oh.
place, but I found your notebook.
Ah, so that's where I left it. Why'd you bring it here?
Because the bank's selling off all your stuff.
They can't do that.
That's what I keep trying to tell him.
Well, you hold on to it for safekeeping. We'll deal with my financial situation in 1986 after we save me from a grisly death in 1931.
Alright, I saw my
Guess who I
grandpa.
bumped into at the soup kitchen? My grandfather.
No!
Don't worry, I didn't talk to him or change his future or anything.
Good.
I wish I could, though. This era's Tannen is treating him like dirt.
Like
Don't
every
worry.
Tannen.
If history plays out as it's supposed to, he'll soon be out from under Kid Tannen's thumb and free to live out his life as a humble accountant with your grandma. What was her name again?
Sylvia.
Right, Sylvia.
I feel like that's gonna be important later on. About Kid Tannen.
What's the story with this Kid Tannen jerk, anyway?
Biff's father? By this time next year, he'll be pulling down a life sentence in San Quentin. There was even a song about it.
Wait, Biff will be born in 1938, and Kid will be in prison.
As I recall, he escaped from prison in 1937 for about 3 hours.
That's a busy 3 hours.
Oh
No
god.
kidding.
Oh god. Wow. Okay. Yay. Sex jokes, I guess.
What do you know about Edna Strickland?
Edna, we never really socialized when I was younger. She was
Socialize
a
is
few years older
spelled
than me,
wrong.
and we traveled in different socioeconomic circles. Why do you ask?
She thinks you're a hero for burning down that speakeasy. She's doing a story on you.
A story? Oh, yes, now I remember. Ask Edna, the etiquette column that doubled as a pro-temperance soapbox. She believed that the consumption of alcohol would inevitably lead to a complete societal breakdown.
Sounds like a fun gal.
You should have seen her when the hippies started showing up in the 60s. She just somehow lost her mind.
That would explain a lot.
Sorry, I'm just like calculating numbers in my head. If Biff was born in the late 30s. Well, I guess that would make sense because his parents are teenagers in the 50s. 14. Yeah. That just seems weird because I was born in 83, so I mean, he's a teenager in 86. 18, technically. The numbers seem real weird to me, I don't know why. But seriously, like, how old is the dog? Alright, so I think that was it.
I live to be 100, and I almost have. I'll never understand a teenage
Yeah, you're like
function
90.
to make a
Where's
joke
your
out of
wife and
everything.
kids? That's what I want to know. I want to leave. I want to get out of here. Can I? Oh, I am freaking blind.
Hang in there,
Exit.
Doc.
Not the best choice of words, Marty.
Emma needs alcohol.
Hill
Duh.
Valley Police Station. Cripes, this place looks old, even for 1931.
Sure does. Alright, I think I need to go into the soup kitchen. But that will be for the next episode because I've already hit my time limit. Once again, I don't feel like we did very much, but at least we got to meet the young Doc Brown. Got to get a hint of what his history was like. And I guess it makes sense because he did live in a huge mansion. You really didn't see that unless you saw like the special edition version of Back to the Future 2, which I remember was like on TV once. Like, yeah, see that brand new opening for this movie to celebrate. I forget what they were celebrating. I think it was it coming on DVD. But yeah, we got to that we know what our next goal is, which is somehow. I wonder if Edna really. She thinks she's delivering soup, and maybe some of those places are soup related, but I'm pretty sure a lot of it's alcohol. And I think the next part is to figure out what is alcohol. But I'm liking the game, despite the really wonky walk movements and obviously the subtitles weren't properly edited. But that happens. I will see you guys next time, and Dynaman says.